Alright guys, welcome back to Stock Car Rundowns Fantasy Racing Picks for the Pennzoil 400 from Vegas this weekend. Gonna be a little bit shorter video this week. We've got more content up on the Facebook page, so run over and check that out. It's at Stock Car Rundown on Facebook, so go look it up. Posted some stats and statistics, and you guys can pile through it, help you make your picks, give you a little bit more information to go on. This week, I'm gonna be honest, a lot tougher than last week. There's, in my opinion, 4 guys, I think, that have a legitimate shot at the win and dominating the race. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult. There also isn't anybody really that I think is going to run really well that qualified bad. So not as many position differential points to be had this week. Also makes picking your lower budget drivers more difficult, because we have a lot of top tier guys that I think are going to score most of the points. So we'll get started here. We'll go over my 4 guys that I really think are going to do well this weekend. Obviously you're not going to be able to fit all 4 of them on a team, but you guys use your gut feeling, see which ones you really think will, out of the 4, will work, and then you can fit them in your lineups. Start with Kevin Harvick. Man, I don't know what to say. The guy may just go on a roll here and run off a couple wins. He's once again brought the fastest long run car to the track with the fastest 10 and 15 lap averages this weekend. He scored the 4th most DraftKings points in the last 3 races at Vegas. So, I don't know, everybody in the garage thinks him and my next guy are the ones to beat this weekend. My next guy is Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson has the best 10 lap average this weekend and the 2nd best 15 lap average, right behind Harvick. He's due for a win at 1.5 miles. He had 2 wins at 2-mile tracks. He ran real well at the beginning of the season at 1.5 miles last year. I think he's due for a win. He finished 2nd at Vegas last year, and he's pretty happy with his car, so you gotta watch out for that. My next guy, Martin Truex Jr. Now, when this guy's happy with the car and his team says they're fine-tuning at happy hour, that you gotta be really concerned about. So they were just tinkering today. They looked really good, very consistent. Definitely the most dominant car recently on 1.5 miles by far. So it's hard to pick against Truex this weekend. 2 top 5s, 3 top 10s in the last 5 races at Vegas too. So very consistent, always running up front. And Brad is my 4th guy on the list. Now, my gut feeling this weekend coming in before they got on track was Brad was going to be the guy to beat. So watch out. He's finished no worse than 7th in the last 5 races at Vegas, including 2 wins. He ran the most laps in happy hour, which means he's comfortable with the handling of his car. And he had the 3rd best 15 lap average behind Harvick and Larson. So watch out for that 2 car tomorrow to do some damage. Aside from those 4 guys, there's a couple guys that I've been looking at in like the mid-tier area that you can work with. Newman is one of them. I like his starting spot. He didn't qualify real well, so he has some potential to move up through the field, and he was fairly decent at Vegas. Not outstanding, but decent. Also, Eric Almirola. He had a poor qualifying performance, but hit on something today in happy hour, and the car looked much better. He sounded happy about how it was handling and the gains that they made on it today. So I would expect him to come through the pack. He's one of the few guys this week that we have an opportunity to make a decent amount of position differential points up on. So throw him in a couple lineups, see what happens. The guys, the really low budget guys that if you get down to the end and you're tight on your budget, there's 2 guys I'm looking at that you could throw in there. Chris Buescher and Ty Dillon. I don't really think either one of them are going to light the world up this weekend, but they should be able to do well enough to get you like 4 times their value roughly in DraftKings points, which isn't bad for one of those guys. So if you get down tight at the end, which is probably going to happen this week, these guys that are, I think, going to run away with this race are expensive. So try Buescher or Ty Dillon. even if you want to throw a Hail Mary in there and go put Cole Custer in, scares me a little bit because I think it's his first Cup start. But he's a pretty good driver, and he had a really good 10-lap average today for a low-budget team. I believe it was 16th best, starting 30th, I believe. So, you want to pick somebody that probably not a whole lot of people are going to have, who could potentially do well. Not well, but like well considering for him. I think he might be a good pick. There is two guys that I'm staying away from this weekend, mostly because I don't like how high they qualified. First, Ricky Stenhouse qualified in the top 10 at a mile and a half. Mile and a halves aren't really his forte. I definitely don't expect him to stay there long. I'm thinking Stenhouse finishes in like low teens to high 20s. So I would stay away from him. And Kurt Busch. Great qualifying effort, qualified third. Stewart Haas was all fast last week. They looked decent today, but Kurt Busch wasn't as fast as Clint Boyer. Even Eric Almirola outperformed him today in practice. So I'm going to stay away from Kurt Busch this week. I think he has the potential to fall down in the running order a little bit. I still expect him to finish somewhere around 15th, but that's not going to do it for what we need him to do. So I'm staying away from him. Other than that, guys, I hope you kicked ass last week. Hope you guys kill it tomorrow. Like I said, it is a tough week, so choose wisely. When you're down with the decision, go with your gut. Other than that, check out the Facebook page. I post some more information on there so you guys to help you guys. Next week, hopefully my power doesn't go out again. I'll be posting a full rundown on Facebook, plus all the information and the stats that I posted on there today. So in the future, we'll spend more time checking that out. But good luck, and may the cautions be with you.